He's one of golf's biggest names, Bubba Watson. This two-time Masters champion is known for his long drives and exciting personality.
I want my birthdays all day long, let the bogeys go and say, hey!
In his new book, Up and Down, Bubba discusses balancing celebrity, family life, and trying to, imperfectly, follow God's call.
That's the reason why I wanted to come out with a book, is to share, and just share that we all have issues. And if you say you don't, you really do, right? Like, let's be honest with everybody.
Not just a golfer. Bubba owns an ice cream shop, a car dealership, a driving range, and has even become part owner of a minor league baseball team.
Let's start with your love of baseball. You wanted to become a Major League Baseball pitcher.
Yeah, it started with my dad, being a Yankees fan. Don Mattingly was first baseman, left-handed, and I was left-handed. So I wanted to be like Don Mattingly, Mr. Baseball. But I also wanted to pitch. A few years after that, golf started.
He grew up in small-town Baghdad, Florida. It was evident early on that Bubba had a gift for golf.
I started tournament golf at age 8. Started hitting it past everybody. People started talking to my family about how far I hit it, and no lessons. And as it grew, when I got to around 12 years old, you could definitely see my skill level was different than other people. That's when it started to buzz in my head that, wait, I have a shot at this. I can be pretty good at this.
Bubba accepted a golf scholarship to the University of Georgia. It was there he met his now wife, Angie, who had an immediate impact on his desire to follow God.
And we started talking about church. She grew up in the church and who she wanted to be. And she asked me about my faith, and I told her it's very little. One day I got asked to go to church and gave myself to the Lord, but then that was it. It's kind of, the seed was planted. I said the right things, but I didn't really water it. And when I got to Georgia and met her, that's when it opened up. And I'm still growing that, but it's been an amazing journey. And the rest is history. 20 years later, we're still together.
During those 20 years, the Watsons endured some trying times, including the inability to conceive a child.
When your wife looks at you and says, why can't I be a mom? And that's a hard thing to answer. And again, God's timing is way better.
In God's timing, 2012, the couple adopted a baby boy named Caleb and knew immediately he was a gift from God.
The lady asked, the first thing she asked is, are you going to change his name? And man, you talking about trying to get words out of your mouth. I said, no. And she goes, I think his name it's a great story in the Bible. And I said, yes, ma'am. And I said, we've never changed his name because, well, what the blessing you're giving us.
Just 2 weeks after becoming a father, Bubba won one of golf's most prestigious tournaments, the Masters.
From an outsider's perspective, Bubba Watson had it all. He had won the 2012 Masters. He had a growing family and a loving fan base. But beneath the surface, the pressure was just beginning to build.
Severe bouts of anxiety caused Bubba to become withdrawn and fearful. He even lost 30 pounds.
So you thought you were going to die?
Yeah, I felt like it could easily be it. So I look at the scale and I'm 162. I just fall on my knees. I'm bawling and said, take me. I said, I don't want to go through this. Praying about just take me. What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do in my life? I was like, I'll quit golf. If this is what's going to cause me to be this way, I'm done with golf. I'd rather be physically healthy than out. That's kind of what got me up off the ground. Is thinking about, wait, if God tells me right now, if he appeared to me and said, you had 10 minutes, am I going to sit on my bed and pout for 10 minutes, or am I going to do something about it?
Bubba continues to grow in his relationship with God, even through moments he says he's not proud of.
There's one particular moment that I can remember where I said some choice words, got caught on camera, and my team hit me fast. I went into the media center and they asked me right away. They said, your language, you call yourself a Christian. And I said, man, I want to thank y'all. And I said, I want to thank y'all because that's how I get better. If you don't call me out, I can't get better. We're all going to have moments. Younger days, I wouldn't have done it that way. But since 10, when I won, going forward, and more wins after that, it just means I'm putting on a bigger pedestal, a bigger spotlight, where I have to be ready to face my bad moments in a different way.
The Bible talks about iron sharpening iron. It sounds like you had a really good team surrounding you, and that's important in the Christian life as well.
Oh, 100%. And I praise my wife all the time. Without meeting her, it wouldn't have jump-started me to get back to where I should be. And then, the close team around me, my close friends, the different pastors that I've been able to meet, yeah, they've been able to put wisdom into me. Now, it takes me a slow time to learn that wisdom, but it's growing.
You've been very generous with your time and with your money. Why is that important to you?
When you start listening and learning about the gospel, learning about the Bible, you want to give back. On my, I hate to say this, but on my deathbed, I don't want my kids to go on the podium and be like, he was two-time Masters champion. If they say that, I've already missed. I missed everything I was supposed to do. Well, I've been blessed so much that why not bless other people?